Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make this really fun, funky hair clip. So the way we make this fun clip is I used pinking shears, which are these scissors that have a jagged edge on them, so it gives you this funky jagged line on the edge of the card. So I cut a bunch of pieces that are 1/2 inch wide and then some more that are about an eighth of an inch wide. So for this piece, all you need is your curling iron and your hot glue gun. So once the pieces are cut, just put the curling iron in the middle and then just hold it for a few seconds. And then that's your curve. So do that for a bunch of them so we have enough to go all the way around. And then I cut this motif as our centerpiece. So I have a bunch of these smaller pieces cut. For this one, we're gonna be using red as the larger piece and black as the skinnier piece. So the way you attach this is just put a little bit of glue on the bottom, attach that, and then put some glue on the top of it and squish it down. So I think instead of how on this piece I have the smaller pieces on the larger ones, let's have them be their own little design element. In the empty spaces. Okay, so now we got those guys, and I'm just gonna do one drop of glue that I could push all of them into. So I'll start with the center one. And I think I'll put a couple on the red ones just because that adds a really nice dimension to it. So a little on the tips. And then you come around on the back and do the same thing. So that's fun. Let's put this piece on so we could have an idea of what this will look like. Ooh, that's fun. You know, I didn't like it as much without this piece, because really you're seeing still like progress with this, and it's a little hard to have an idea of what the final piece will look like, but putting this piece on, it looks pretty cool. And that is what our little clip is gonna look like. So now let's put this piece on. So this, we want a lot of glue. So just kind of smother it. So the point of this piece is to be decorative, but it really is to cover up and hide anything that we want to. So middle is good, and now let's just go around the edges and making sure that's all good and smooth. And then just be careful with the temperature of your heat gun. Just be careful with the temperature of your hot glue gun. Don't want anyone burning themselves. All right, now our little clip is ready to, our little art piece, I should say, is ready to get put on a clippy. So you can angle it straight like this. If you angle it a little more this way, this is easier to access, and since this is what you'll be opening and closing to put it into your hair, it's a little easier to grab than if it was right on top of that piece. Open this and put a big strip of glue on there. And then leave it open just so if it closes, it'll get glue all over the bottom too. So let's do this a little sideways. Okay. So I closed it so I could push on it a little more. And if it gets stuck, we'll just lift it up. Little piece came out, and that's all right. So now what we're gonna do is I cut this piece to be our back piece, but I did that before we did this design, and you can really see it on the other side, so I'm gonna make this much smaller. Let's just curve around this fun design element. See? Oh, perfect. So that will cover all our back pieces, and you won't see it from the front, which is great. So with this one, I'm gonna do the same thing. Let's just glue it up. We could get the edges later once it's on. And then open it and put it right in, and closing it will also help push it down a bit. And then just to be sure it's all secure, let's go in and add a little more glue under the edge of our back piece we just put on. So this will ensure that all of the pieces that are attached to the back are solid and won't pop up or anything like that. And then same on this side. And you want to make sure that you're gluing onto a piece that will hit another piece. For example, there's no point of putting glue here because there's nothing for it to glue on. And look at this fun clippy we just made. So as you can see, this one was my example, but there are so many fun ways to make it your own special design. Thank you for watching. Make sure to tag me at Sokol Millinery, #CoronaCrafts, and I can't wait to see what you all come up with.